Hey, we got some exciting news here,
Ooh,
and this
time.
is especially going to be exciting to you. We love to touch upon the streaming here, and it's like the Wild West when it comes to streaming, all the different apps out there.
Right.
This one, HBO Max, finally comes to Roku. The move comes just after Warner Media announced that it will simultaneously release the 2021 movies on HBO Max the same day as they debut in theaters. With approximately 46 million active accounts on Roku, it is important for Warner Media to have HBO Max available to as many of those customers as possible. HBO Max hasn't been available on Roku since the streaming service launched at the end of May, and Warner Media recently made an agreement with Amazon so Fire TV and Fire tablet users could access the app. HBO Max has just over 12 million active subscribers, and while executives publicly state that they're happy with HBO Max's performance, competitors like Netflix and Disney Plus are growing faster rates, just as Disney Plus now has 87 million subscribers.
That is crazy. So is this this is news as of today, the day we're recording this, or is this forthcoming January of 2021? Like, when does HBO Max officially drop on Roku?
No, it's happening now.
It's already happening. Okay,
Yeah.
Cool. Because I have a Roku, and I have an Amazon, and I have an Apple TV. I got them all. But I've been waiting for HBO Max to drop on all the platforms, especially Amazon. But yeah, still the big news out of all that is that the same day theater release. We talked about this before,
yes,
on a previous episode. I mean, just the power packed. I hope everyone listening has a really comfortable couch, because if you want to play it safe and not go to the theaters and just watch all this great cinema in your home, then man, make some popcorn, cozy up with a blanket and a loved one, and tune in. It'll be pretty fun.
I'm going to be at the movie theaters.
And one other comment, too. This is an interesting stat that HBO Max only has 12 million active subs, while Disney Plus has already amassed 87 million in 2 years. Gino, do you think that's because the content on Disney Plus is more family friendly? Do you feel that that's why they're growing with such veracity?
That's a good question. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, when it comes to Disney Plus content, there is a lot of actually original content that they have, including Mandalorian, all these Marvel shows that are upcoming. They're about to be released next year, movies, and even all these old movies that no one really talks about. But there's a lot of old content in there that you can get from the Disney Vault that couldn't be accessed for decades, or if they was accessed, it was only accessed for a limited time. But Disney just always has something magical, and there was always a scare that people were going to drop off, let's say after The Mandalorian finishes, and their content only airs week by week as opposed to Netflix, which wants you to binge the entire time. And then as opposed to Warner Media and HBO Max, they have libraries and libraries and libraries of like all these great films. But I and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think they have too much original content. However, when these slate of new movies comes out, I would suspect that they're going to get a ton of new users who don't want to go to the movie theaters, or maybe they did go to the movie theaters and they want to experience these shows right then and there at their home, because the HBO did have a 7-day window of free subscription, but I think they took that off now.
Got it. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I mean, we recently had the episode where we talked about all the universe concept, right? And this certainly falls in line with Disney's universe, which is basically like a blanket universe for like Marvel Universe and all these other universes.
Yeah.
So I don't know it's like a universe on top of a universe. I don't know. But yeah, it's just the whole streaming thing is pretty crazy. If you haven't listened, go back and listen to our other episode where we talk about advertising on these streaming networks. We covered a lot of ground in that episode. It was a lot of fun to talk about that. A lot of good stuff happening though.
And one really quick thing I thought was crazy about this article that I pulled up. It says that HBO subscribers aren't really getting onto HBO Max right away, and they didn't explain why. But I thought that was very interesting.
That is interesting. We'll have to wait and see why.
And it's free. It's free for them to do it.
We'll have to wait, and maybe there's, people maybe they're scared. I'm taking a shot in the dark here, but whenever something new comes out, there's always that is it really free, or am I going to get duped into something here? Yeah. Or I'm comfortable with what I know. I don't want to try the new thing yet. Right?
I wonder if that backlash is from the previous apps, HBO Go and now.
Yeah, a lot of confusion with those previous apps. Now they're going to only be having HBO Max, so stay tuned. So, okay, what else do we got?
Oh, well, we do want people to comment and question below on our YouTube page as well. And
shout out.
Leave a voicemail at anchor.fm/the-ad hero-podcast.
There it is.